Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the crude oil markets. Crude oil currently trades at $71 a barrel. We've seen a massive breakdown here where we're testing $70, which is the lows of 2022. I'm going to come out today and say something quite significant here for the crude oil markets and have a pretty big prediction going forward. I'm actually expecting crude oil to drop below $50 a barrel in the coming 6 months. The reason I say this is because I just want to quickly draw your attention to the 10 to 2 year spread. We've seen a inverted yield curve where the 2 year, of course, has risen much faster than the 10 year. And of course, that has caused this spread to occur and it has basically dipped below zero. So this has been a fantastic indicator to use to predict a future recession. Typically, a recession occurs within 2 years, or I think it might even be 3 years actually, 3 years after the 2 to 10 year dips below zero. And that, of course, happened back in July 2022. In fact, it even happened a bit earlier, the 1st of April 2022. And since then, we've just continued to go into even more negative territory here for the 2 to 10 year spread, increasing that inverted yield curve. And what has happened over the past couple of trading sessions is rather significant. We've actually seen a very sharp rise in the spread. In fact, we've broken out of this downtrend. And now, if this 2 to 10 year spread actually went and traded back towards a baseline at zero, that would have then formed a uninverted yield curve. And history will tell you that once a uninverted yield curve is formed, a recession typically occurs within 3 to 6 months. And with that being the case, if we draw our attention back to the crude oil markets, we all know what happens every time a recession occurs in this market. We get crude oil that absolutely falls off a cliff. This, of course, was back in 2008 and 2009. We had crude oil, which was trading all the way up at $144 a barrel. And in a very short period of time, we did see prices drop as low as $34 a barrel. I'm not saying that we're definitely going to go back down to $30 a barrel, but I would not be surprised if we did take out the 2022 lows here and went and targeted, let's say $60 to $50. I really would not be surprised at all. I know that many banks and institutions such as hedge funds, etc., are predicting that crude oil will end this year above $100 a barrel. But in my own humble opinion, I don't see that happening at all. I see crude oil getting dragged down as the economy starts to weaken. And with that being the case, if we were to take out the 2022 lows, I would be a seller here, and I'd probably be targeting around $60 a barrel. If you would like to copy my trading signal once I do open it in the coming days, then please do not hesitate to scan this QR code on your screen. I charge a very small fee of $29, and you'll also receive my daily research that I post over on my Telegram group chat as well.